Throughout the Order's long history, the Jedi have taken part in many conflicts throughout the galaxy. In this lesson, I will teach you about one of the most important conflicts, the Great Hyperspace War. After the Second Great Schism, the Jedi exiles would integrate themselves into the ranks of the Sith, becoming their leaders. For 2,000 years, the Sith conquered nearby worlds, expanding their influence and formed the powerful Sith Empire, all while remaining hidden from the rest of the galaxy. It was during the height of their power that the seeds of doom were planted as two competing factions with different views of their empire emerged. The Sith Lord Ludo Kresh wanted to continue the policies of Marco Ragnos and preserve their empire, while their rivals led by Naga Sadow sought to expand and conquer new worlds. These two factions came to a head at the Dark Lord's funeral, their duel for power being interrupted by the spirit of Marco Ragnos, warning that the fate of the empire rests on the path that they follow. Ludo Kresh attempted to make peace, but Naga Sadow refused, blinded by his pursuit of power. As they argued about the future of the Sith, a ship of unknown origin appeared and landed nearby. The siblings Gav and Jory, both former Jedi, were seeking to open a new trade route and would find the dark planet of Korriban. Ludo Kresh wanted them to be executed, while Naga Sadow wanted the siblings interrogated to use their knowledge to invade the Republic. Though the Sith Council sided with Kresh, Sadow refused to accept defeat and freed the prisoners while staging it as an attack from the Republic. He would use this to convince most of the Council to unite under his leadership and destroy the Republic. Kresh and his followers refused to take part in the coming conflict, so Sadow killed most of his followers at the Battle of Car Delva with a surprise attack. While Ludo Kresh would survive, he would go into hiding. Sensing the potential in Gav, Sadow would train him as his Sith apprentice, while Jory would be sent back to Republic's base with a tracking device on her vessel. Sadow would lead a full invasion fleet to the Republic, overseeing it through his Sith meditation sphere, where he used Sith sorcery to project illusions, making it appear that their forces were 10 times larger than they really were. Using the Koros truck lane hyperspace route, the Empire attacked many systems, while Shar Khan oversaw the leading invasion of Coruscant itself. Jory would make it back to her homeworld and prepared their forces for war, while the rest of the Republic ignored their warnings, suffering brutal attacks as a result. After a confrontation with his sister, Gav would rebel against his master. Gav would fly a ship to Sadow's meditation sphere and would open fire, distracting the Dark Lord long enough for the illusions to fade. Bolstered by this revelation, the Jedi led a counterattack and repelled the invasion, while the Republic reinforcements arrived from Anaxis, chasing the Empire off all occupied worlds. On the verge of defeat, Naga Sadow caused a supernova to destroy both fleets along with his former apprentice. In a last act of heroism, Gav warned the Republic fleet to leave before the explosion, giving them the coordinates to the Sith homeworld of Korriban. Returning to Sith space in defeat, Sadow suffered another catastrophe as Ludo Kresh was there waiting for him with a fleet, declaring himself the new Dark Lord of the Sith. The two sides fought, in which Sadow lost even more of his fleet, but managed to kill his old rival. However, this moment of victory was short-lived as the Republic forces arrived led by Empress Teta, seeking the utter destruction of the Sith. Accepting defeat, Naga Sadow fled with a single ship and an army of Masasi warriors, establishing a secret base on Yavin 4 where he would continue to experiment with Sith alchemy. Refusing to surrender, acting Dark Lord Shar Khan took command of their forces, ordering suicide attacks which halted the Republic's advancements for a time. Due to the Republic's attacks, the Empire was in shambles, with the remaining members scattered across Sith space. In thanks for the Jedi's service, the Republic gifted the Order a small mountain on Coruscant, which would eventually become the Jedi Temple. The Great Hyperspace War is an important piece of not only Jedi history, but history for the galaxy as a whole. It shows how power and conquest will ultimately lead to the destruction of even the mightiest of empires.